This is the shop's latest project. I'm sure you've seen this car before. This is the car we did digital gauges in, and we did rear disc brake conversion. But the customer decided he's sick of the 327 and the Muncie 4-speed. So we got a blueprint 383 stroker. We're gonna run a Holley Sniper on it. We got a T5 manual transmission out of a newer Camaro, and the pigtail for our digital gauges. It's all American powertrain stuff. We got flywheel, clutch, running the Holley Sniper, air motor fuel system, and we're doing power steering and a serpentine belt conversion on the new motor over there. All right, guys, it's the next day. As you can see, the motor's out. Fuel tank is out, so we're gonna respray the engine bay just because it needed it. We pressure washed it. Got all the wiring closed off, so we're gonna respray it, and then we're gonna start installing the fuel system, and then when the motor can go in and the trans can go in, and then not a whole lot left after that. It's going by pretty quick. Moment of truth.
Let's see what this air clean that. It's got a thermostat housing and the sensors are already in it.
Well, they ran it on the dyno, yeah.
Híjole.
That's a bad pump.
That looks like a really long water pump to me.
Engine bay is all painted. We're gonna go ahead and we're gonna change the wire loom, and we're going to do the fuel system. Just pulled the air motor fuel tank out. I need to go get the other box so we can take out the fuel lines, because we got to build all the fuel lines back from the tank. But it's the same thing. This is a newer tank. We already put in it before. It's the same thing, just different. Just has a pump in it and such. A bunch of Fragola fittings. So we got to make this jive. So basically, we have to put an inline fuel filter on this system, and we have to put a fuel pressure regulator up on the firewall. Let me show you. This is for the Sniper. They want it. They basically want something like this. We also got to make our Dakota digital gauges work with the sender, so we're gonna have to wire the sender for the Sniper and the gauges. But right now I'm just playing with some fittings. I think this is gonna be the best option. And then we got this fuel line rated for 250 PSI. This system only requires 55 to 65. We're gonna run it about 55. We wanted to use the squeeze style clamps, so that's what we got. We got the special pliers to do these two. And then we got the whole dressed up harness for fuel gauge, or for the tank, because they want you to wire a relay in with it, so that's what we got. And it's pretty straightforward. Once we get the fuel system in, we're gonna redo the loom, because the loom kind of looked bad on the wiring harness. And then we'll drop the motor in with the bell housing and clutch and flywheel on. And then we'll stab the trans, put the driveline in, cross member. And then it's pretty straightforward. Shouldn't be too hard. So we're gonna do a new wire loom, because he has this old crusty stupid chrome stuff. So I'm peeling it off right now. I just want to show you guys before we put the fuel tank in. We got the fuel system all done. So we got the air motor fuel tank. It's just hanging here with straps right now, but we use the Dishworks fuel pump harness. So we got our sender wire, our power wire, and our ground wire. We ground it to the frame over there because it needs 2 grounds for the harness, because there's a relay in the system. I got the AN fittings on the fuel lines, our feed and our return. And they feed all the way down the frame where they're supposed to. And then this is our accessory wire coming all the way down and up into the firewall to our key on. So we're gonna get the fuel tank in, and then put the motor mounts on, get the motor ready to drop in, and then we'll drop it in. Didn't really get to show you guys before, but here's the blueprint motor. So this is the blueprint 383. It's all fully dressed. It's got an oil pan on it. It's got plugs and wires in it. We're gonna have to pull the plugs off though, so we don't break them, putting the headers on. It had the Holley Sniper on it, we pulled off, so we can put the lift plate on it. It's really nice. We're gonna pick it up. We'll put the bell housing and the clutch and the flywheel on, so then we can fly it in. And then once we're all in and situated, we'll put the headers on, and then we can start wiring up the sniper. But yeah, here's the motor all dressed up. Well, pretty much all dressed up. We got the March serpentine belt kit, got the black, looks really nice. This kit is actually pretty nice, and the tensioner for it is a little Heim joint, and then obviously screw it one way, it tightens, loosens the other way. But all we need is we need one more coolant elbow, and then it's ready to drop in, and yeah, we'll get that done. Got the motor in, got our inspection shield on. So now we're gonna get the trans over here. We got our new throwout bearing and clutch fork. I'm gonna hook the rod, the mechanical rod, back to the block, and then I'll drag the trans over here. We'll get on the stand, get it up in, and then get our cross member in, and then our driveline in, and then the powertrain's in. And just like that, the whole drivetrain's back in. Got our new cross member in, got the tranny in. We didn't cut that hole in the floor that was already there from the previous trans I had in it, but it lines up perfectly. It was definitely hateful, so it's all in now. Now we just gotta button up a few small things down here, and then we will go up top and start hooking everything else up. All right, here's an update. It's been a few days, so got our wires all ran. We got heater hoses hooked up, radiators in, whole belt system's on, fans in. So pretty much now we just got to button up a few small things. Then we can set the Holly sniper on and then wire the sniper. We're hoping to be able to start building the exhaust tomorrow. So we just got the exhaust all done, and we just got to button up a few things up top, and then we're going to fire it. They had the exhaust coming up right here through the leaf spring out right here. It was kind of a dumb design that they had, but we ended up just doing a straight axle dump. 2.5 inch. We got hangers right there. Right there. We got Flowmaster Super 10s. Customer said he wanted it loud, so this should be very loud. And then straight up to our collectors. We still got to put our O2 in, but we got a O2 bung welded in. And yeah, it looks great. Just got to put oil in it, build a throttle cable, and hook up the battery, and we should be good. Let's start it. Sounds good. Flowmasters sound good, man. All right, we're pretty much all buttoned up with the Camaro. We just got a few small things we got to take care of. Just a few bolts. We're going to get new hood bolts and put the hood back on, but we've ran the motor a little bit, got the sniper calibrated pretty much. I haven't really showed you since it's been all done, but that's all the sniper add-on stuff. We got our nice new heater hose, our whole serpentine V-belt system, our nice big radiator, our 4-core. Our power steering works beautifully. The exhaust sounds amazing. It was going into gear, so we just need a square. We're gonna put exhaust tips on it, and then we're gonna pick it up, double check everything, and then once we double check everything, we're gonna put the hood on, and we need to go drive it to calibrate the speedo on the dash, because we have a digital dash. But other than that, this was quite the project. It really wasn't that bad. Small block out, small block in, and our trans lined up. It really wasn't that bad. It's just figuring out the sniper wiring, running all the fuel and injection stuff, and then there's just so many new parts and pieces in here. Like, whole drivetrain is different, whole cooling system's different, hoses are different, the whole fuel system's different. The steering, we got power steering now. Redid all the electrical on this side of the car. Okay, so I don't think we ever showed you underneath, but this exhaust, the headers, engine, everything looks good down here. Tranny, we built the exhaust all the way back. Our new driveline, we got our O2 sensor bung in and tied up. We did the Flowmaster Super 10s because customer wanted it loud. And then we just did straight axle dumps. Okay, guys, we just took the car out on its first drive, and it did amazing. This thing is a freaking runner. It's not a ton of power, but people also seem to forget that 400 to 500 is right where it starts to feel fast. But this car with the manual trans, and it's not that heavy either, but this thing freaking ran good. I don't know exactly how much it's making to the tire. There's a few things we need to check on and make sure, but otherwise it did beautifully. No issues, didn't get hot, no misfires, motor ran flawlessly. But yeah, guys, this was our 383 swap into a 1968 Camaro RS. Let us know down below if you like this. It was definitely a fun one, and this thing runs good. Hopefully customer's happy with it.